Hi all, welcome and welcome back to my daily diary. I hope you're doing good and taking care of yourself. My last video about my interview experience has done so well because your girl has completed 3 years in corporate. So I thought I'll shoot a video where I will share about my corporate experience, the things which I have learned in last 3 years. At the same time, my interview experience with more clarity. So before I start this video, I just want to say thank you very much for all the love and support. You guys have been so kind. I am just so grateful that I am able to do this, share my knowledge with you all. If you wish to see my videos in future, please subscribe to my channel. It will mean a lot to me. Let's get started. First, I'll talk about my interview experience. It will be mix of tips and tricks. I'll talk about how you can go with your interview, and at the same time I will be sharing my interview experience with those points. Very first point which I would like to speak is be comfortable with uncertainty. Something not everybody will tell you. It is based on circumstances in past few years. I gave my interview. It was an online interview. First, I think after lockdown, for first few years we're all having online interviews. From last I think one and a half years, people are actually having offline in-person interviews. The reason I'm mentioning that be comfortable with uncertainty, first thing, you never know how your interview is going to be, whether it's going to be online and offline. Offline hybrid mode has become very normal. You never know how your interview is going to be, so be prepared, set up your mind. Second thing is timing. Some people are active in morning, some people are active in evening, but prepare your mind for the interview at any time. I am someone who is more efficient in the morning and late at night. I do not like afternoons. It is very lazy for me. If I'm going for an interview, I will prepare my mind to be able to interact productive at any time. Prepare yourself before interview to adapt any situation. Second point is everybody keeps asking what are they going to ask in the interview. There are n number of questions, whether it comes to technical or practical or like in general questions also. There are n number of questions which interviewer is going to ask you. I cannot tell you the specific questions, but I would only tell you based on my interview experience and my friends experience. I can only tell that they know that you are a fresher and they know that you do not know much things about corporate. Know that you only know about your syllabus or about the things you have read so far. So make sure that you prepare yourself from your syllabus. When it comes to my interview, they asked me 12 questions and I answered all of them, not because I knew everything and I read everything. It is not feasible. The only thing which I focused was basic questions like basic rules, laws, principles, basic things from economics. These things you can learn based on your subjects. You cannot go back and read every single book which you have learned in last 4 or 5 semesters. You cannot do that, and that is not practical. The only thing which you can do is learn basic things. Only remember basic principles, laws, regulations, and you have to focus on those things only, that you are aware about rules, regulations, types of accounting, economics, macroeconomics. When it comes to practical questions, they'll give you some situation about risk, whether you are a risk taker, whether you how you will be performing in a certain situation. They'll give you some scenarios and you have to figure out. Third point is it's okay to be nervous, but don't let it ruin your interview. You have to keep in mind that your interview is just a professional interaction. They are going to ask you questions, you are going to answer. You don't have to feel intimidated by the interviewer. They are also human beings, and when you go with this mindset, you feel less nervous. You don't have to be too desperate, because when you are too desperate, you tend to become nervous and then you tend to say things which you are not supposed to, and you tend to ruin things. Make sure that you are not too desperate. Even if you want that job so badly, we all want job. When we are going for interview, we want to get through it, we want to get it, but don't show it to the interviewer that we're very desperate to get it. Just be normal, because that will only affect you when you go with that mindset that if I don't go through this interview or if I don't get this job, world has to end. That is not end of the world. I told in my last video as well. So go with the mindset that it's okay, take it as a learning. You get it, well and good. If you don't, it prepares you for the next interview. My fourth point, don't be too overconfident. Too much nervousness and too much overconfidence will ruin things for you. When you think that you are better than everybody, maybe you are better than everybody. There are 10 people who are shortlisted for the interview, and maybe you think that you know more than them, you're better than them. It's okay, well and good, I'm proud of you, but don't show it. Don't be too overconfident. Don't come with a superior mindset that you know everything. Be humble. Go with confidence, not overconfidence. Fifth point is not just for interview, but in general, in any kind of interaction, I really wish to be authentic self. Since we are talking about interviews, when you go for an interview and you pretend to be somebody else which you are not, you tend to say things which you were not supposed to, and it just ruins things for you. So be your authentic self, don't pretend. Sixth point is listen and then answer. And if you're somebody who doesn't listen to anything properly and then always in hurry to speak, not going to work for you. So if you are that person, focus on listening. Train your mind to listen to them carefully. Take few seconds, couple of seconds to prepare or frame your answer and then answer to the interview. Do not hurry, take your time and then answer to them carefully. Seventh point is do not waste their time or your time. They have been taking interviews from so long. They have so much experience. If you do not know anything, tell them that you do not know. There are other candidates in the line and it will piss off your interviewer if you are wasting their time and at the same time you are wasting your precious time, which very limited, where you have to answer and show yourself in that 30-minute or 45 minutes of interview. Not know anything, it's fine to tell them that you are not aware about the specific topic or you do not remember or you do not know, but you are willing to go back and learn about it. They are taking that interview to hire you. So what are they looking for is someone who is willing to learn. If they do not know anything, if they are not sure about anything, they are not assuming things, they are not pretending to know, they are not trying to recall, oh I remember it, I read it in first year or something. They know that I hire this person at a job, and if this person does not know something, they are willing to go back and learn about it. So you have to give the same impression that you do not know anything. Don't give wrong answers. Don't try to take so much time and remember. Tell them that you are not 100% sure. I'm not talking about don't tell this in every question if you don't know. I'm talking about in specific questions when you don't know. Tell them that you do not know and you're willing to learn. You will go back and study about it. So that's it about interview experience and tips and tricks for you. I'm going to talk about things which I have learned from my experience in 3 years. The very first and most important point is quality over quantity any day. I'm someone who is very fast. Like I try to speak very fast, or I try to eat very fast, walk very fast. Like I always like to do everything very fast, which does not work all the time. In like first year at my job, every time I was getting a task, I would just try to do it fast and then I would just try to send it. It didn't help. You don't have to compromise your quality just because you want to complete the specific task. It's okay to take 10-15 minutes extra, evaluate, self-assure, and then send your tasks to your manager or senior. If you're compromising your quality, that is not a good thing. That is something I've learned in last 3 years. Quality is very important. You are a fresher, you might not be aware about all these things, so I just wanted to say that from beginning itself, make sure that you self-assure, you take 5-10 minutes extra, go back to your project which you have completed and check if you have picked up everything. That is something which is very helpful. Second is ask questions no matter how silly it is. Anytime you go for orientation, they tell you ask any questions no matter how silly it is. That is actually true and you have to follow it. First few years in corporate or at any place are the years where you can actually build your foundation. I am not talking about learning process. We learn at every age. We learn every single day until the day we die. Willingness to learn is different. You do not ask questions which are required in first few years. You may not be able to build a good foundation and you will struggle later. Third is pay attention to feedback, no matter how small it is. You have to make sure that you are not repeating any mistakes. If you have gotten feedback on something multiple times, do not try to 2 or 3 times, do not try to repeat it 4th time. It will only give you an impression that you do not listen to the feedback and you take it very lightly. So do not take any feedback very lightly, whether it's your monthly, annually, weekly, or just a random quick feedback. Your feedback is very important and make sure you are paying very much attention to your feedback. Keep yourself up to date. I am part of US tax business. It changes every year. Make sure that you are up to date. Make sure that you're not living your life on default mode. You're trying to learn and you're trying to research. I am someone who feels that my job is not just a job which pays me. I am someone who is willing to stay at my job for a long run. So I don't want to waste these years just by living my life on default mode, not learning, not researching, because I am spending literally 9-10 hours of my life every single day on that job. If I don't learn from it, what's the point? If you're someone who is actually see yourself retiring after doing a job for 20-25 years, and if you are willing to, if you are sitting on your desk every single day for 9 hours, and if you're not willing to learn from it, or you're not willing to enhance your skills or learn, then there's no point. It has to offer more to you for your own personal growth. So don't take it as just one professional thing which you are doing. You are spending half of your time at that specific job, tells a lot about you, so make sure that you know about it. Fifth point is create boundaries. I think I mentioned it in one of my videos that creating boundary, whether it's with friends, college, office, anywhere, it is very important, and I keep talking about this one specific point. Your colleagues do not have to know everything about you. You're not disrespecting anybody, but you are maintaining a healthy boundary. If you are someone who overshares a lot like me, I have learned it hard way, so make sure that you have a healthy boundary at office. Sixth point is don't let anyone make you feel stupid. You know, we are all different. Maybe I know something which the other person doesn't know. That doesn't mean they are stupid, or if I don't know something doesn't mean I am stupid. There are things which you might not know, but it's okay, you can learn about it. Don't let anyone make you feel stupid, that you are not good enough or you do not know more. When I say don't let anyone make you feel stupid, people think a lot of things about you. It's up to you whether you want to believe it or not. Seventh point is respect people. It comes in full circle. This is something not just in corporate, but at any point in your life, you have to make sure that you're respecting others. What is your belief system? What is your value system? Or whatever you have learned in your life, and whatever you cannot tolerate, make sure that you're not treating other people like that. Eighth and very important point is make connections. I am someone who is ambivert. I do not like small talks. I cannot indulge myself in small talks. At corporate, like at my office, I don't let that affect my connections with people. I am someone who is always open to have a conversation if someone is willing to speak, or someone, I am someone who doesn't keep myself in shell, and I think that has helped me a lot. If you're someone who is introvert and who doesn't like to speak much, who doesn't like to talk much, it's okay in like casual, in general, in personal life, but at professional, it's okay. In just few hours, you can make connections, you can talk to people, you can learn. That's how I look at my life. I hope this video was helpful. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. It will really make me happy. Thank you so much and have a good day.